Okay,
Imagine being the director of the Resident Evil movies, and you decide to write it in that the main character has a love interest, and you have to credit them as my wife's boyfriend.
Wait, that's actually true. You do have to do that.
That is
My wife's boyfriend.
Okay, we gotta do sync.
I don't want a wife. I don't want a
Let
boyfriend.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
I want to be someone's boyfriend's wife, to be honest.
We're doing the sync, idiot.
Let that sink in.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Start over.
Let that sink in.
He's been knocking for 3 hours.
It's cold.
Among Us.
I'm going to murder you.
We're so funny, dude. We are hilarious. Holy
I didn't know what you were referencing, so I was just like, Among Us.
Well,
Sometimes I think to myself, it's no wonder we have patrons for this podcast.
Because we're just so goddamn funny.
we are hilarious, bro. We are so...
Something I gotta say about Pokemon Legends Arceus, because we're just gonna start.
Yeah.
I did not expect Yanmega to be the type of Pokemon to run away in fear.
Wait, Yanmega gets scared?
Yanmega gets scared.
Yanma gets scared. I didn't know Yanmega did.
Yeah, Yanmega is like an actual wuss.
I haven't found one yet.
That makes me happier because it looks so terrifying, and then it like is scared of me, and I'm like, oh, you're just baby.
It's like a little bug guy. You could step on it and break all of its bones.
No!
That's true about most cats.
Bug.
Yeah.
It is a humongous bug, dude.
You could say,
yeah, but like it's still bug bones.
I feel like most creatures
Bug
you could
bones?
just like, step on it and it would die.
Dude, I think if I like knocked on fucking like Heracross or some shit, I think it would just be solid.
Heracross would knock back.
He would just
I
fucking
looked
pop
into the Heracross and it looked back. Or I stared into the Heracross and he stared back.
The
I love
So
abyss.
very clearly, Legends Arceus came out.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
very recently as to when we're recording this.
Yep.
So.
The episode that comes out before this is our stuff before the game comes out. And now we're talking, we've all played for at least a day, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
In my mind 24/7.
Yeah.
I literally skipped my live stream yesterday to sleep and play more Legends Arceus.
Same.
And my live stream could have been Legends Arceus, but I legitimately do not enjoy streaming this game. I like playing it by myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I don't think I'm gonna want to stream this game. It's so relaxing to just play on your own, honestly.
Yeah, like this is not a game that's like very like let's play friendly because it's like a slow burn, but it's like a good kind of slow burn.
Yeah.
It lets you get into like the role playing element of the role playing game.
Pokemon is a
into
bad
that,
role
and
playing game.
Streaming doesn't really do that very much.
Yeah. Like, what's up,
They're
guys?
like-
Today we're gonna complete some side quests. I need to kill 5 Wurmple, and then
Yeah, right.
you're just watching this guy kill 5 Wurmple, and the chat's like, "This doesn't look cool," and you go, "No, it is. Not for you, for me."
There's no RPG character that like has let's player energy. You know what I mean? Like,
There's no RPG that's like very good for let's playing.
honestly,
I'm just thinking of like a generic like RPG protagonist, but they're like a vlogger.
Scrimbo Blimbo.
Yeah, they're like a streamer vlogger like attitude. Like, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be taking down the Demon Lord. Like,
yeah, right.
Today, we're going to be
Today
taking
we're
down
gonna be taking
God.
down Demon Lord Zaraxos. You guys ever watch the Germa Rumble?
oh, I need to
No.
see that. I need to see
Oh,
that.
the Germa Rumble's such a good old school Germa video. Demon Lord Zaraxos is just like peak Germa lore.
Germa's just fucking funny. I love that guy. Shout out to Germa for real.
I used to watch him play Team Fortress.
Very awesome.
Now I watch him do a live
God
Dollhouse
gave
stream.
me a cell phone.
And now I watch him be a sim for 3 days.
God gave me a cell phone? True story. Here's what I did next.
I just everything about this game is so funny. Like, okay, obviously spoiler warning because we're gonna be talking about at least the first like what 5
This
hours.
is coming
of the
out
game
like a week
plot-wise.
after the game comes
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
that's true. But you know, some people are busy. I just want to give it just cause
Yeah, just in case.
the fact that you are sent on a religious pilgrimage by God, by being sent in the past to catch all of the Pokemon, and he speaks to you through your iPhone? What? Like, that is the strangest thing. I
me
love
getting
it.
me getting the ChristPhone 4.
The ChristPhone 4.
So I loved the getting sent back in time kind of aspect for sure. That was really cool. But isn't there like characters in the game that are like, no, God looked like this, God looked like that, bro?
Yeah.
You saw God.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because
They think that Dialga and Palkia are God.
Yeah, they fight over if they call it Sinnoh too, which I think is really neat because that eventually is the name of the region, right? Because it's not Sinnoh right now, it's Hisui. But I don't know. I think it's cool to see. I like studying religion on my own, so seeing fictional religions is also really neat. So seeing like the origin of the quote unquote Sinnoh religion is neat because I think what's going on is that these two tribes were led here by Arceus like you were, but they interpreted it as either looking like Palkia or looking like Dialga, and then that's where the arguments come in. And I think that's like so neat, and it's something that all you need to do is know what Dialga and Palkia are, and you could put those pieces together on your own. They don't tell you it's Dialga or Palkia. They call it Sinnoh, but it's Diamond and Pearl Clan, so you can put the pieces together on your own. I just think that's neat. It feels like I'm, like, peeking into this world, and, you know, you are just kind of dropped in it. But, I don't know, it feels a lot more detailed than most Pokemon worlds so far.
I feel like...
Thinking about it in terms of it being, like, a prequel almost feels like not as correct. It's weird, right? Because like it explains things in the timeline from the past, but it also explains things for the future, if that makes sense. So like if you are from basically the end of Diamond and Pearl, you're effectively creating all of the events that led to Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah,
it's like a time loop or some shit like that.
I'm not going to get into details, but I really hope that by the end of the game, my character can be Cyrus's ancestor.
Nerd.
That would be crazy.
Excuse me? Hold on a moment. Are you trying to bang Cyllene?
A little bit.
Wait, whoa.
Now, I think in, like the hidden...
Only a little
it's like
bit.
I guess it's also kind of spoilers, but we all know about it. We talked about it last episode. The Dialga and Palkia forms, they look like Arceus, right?
Yeah, that's what I think is so cool, because
like
maybe they saw, like, did Dialga and Palkia change their forms to mimic what people are believing them to be because they want to be, or, like, do they look like that, and these people just assume that they're, you know, that they are Arceus? Like, I'm so, I've never been this interested in a Pokemon game's lore before.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know.
Pokemon lore.
It does a very good job of like visual storytelling.
Oh yeah.
This game is almost on par with Doom lore. Not quite though.
Arceus and Dialga Palkia, like all of the Sinnoh legendaries, like the main ones, even Giratina, they do all like originally they all kind of look like Arceus a little bit. Like they have the face mask type deal.
They do all be godlike.
But
Yeah,
like as,
true.
you know, obviously they look more like them in this game because of the form. But in like the old games, it looked like that was referenced, and it's cool to see it. Like it's cool to see a design, 4 designs actually from all those years ago. Like what, 10, 15 years ago or something like that. At this point,
Yeah.
get new life breathed into them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By
I
an
love
almost
them.
redesign to give it like a more stable lore behind it. Like that's really cool.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what happened with like primals and stuff, right? Like this is like
Mhm.
the generation equivalent of primals.
Yeah, honestly, this kind of is your Primal Dialga Palkia in a way.
Except Primal Dialga already exists.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, true.
Shut up. Nobody talks about that. Every
Shout out Mystery Dungeon and shut up Mystery Dungeon.
every Mystery Dungeon fan brings it up, and it's like, okay, man, I get it. No, it's literally just.
I
literally.
did not ask though.
I didn't ask. Who asked? But like, okay.
Wow.
So I feel like another issue with that is just like, Primal Dialga is like was pre Primal Groudon and Kyogre. And
Yeah.
It's just a recolor of Dialga. Instead of the blue lines on him, he's got red lines,
Whoa.
and that's it.
Ooh.
So I don't know what's up with that.
Primal Dialga looks like a fan fiction.
It does actually.
Well, he does have that like 2000s
Looks like
era kind of design.
Sonic Ursi looking on.
He looks like he looks like an evil Naruto character.
Oh my god. He's just a little.
And I haven't
Sonic.
seen Naruto.
Yeah. I've not seen it in game yet, but like just from like leaks and stuff, the the Dialga of this game look kind of fucking weird though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dude,
I really
Palkia
like
looks
the
weirder, I think. But they
no,
both
I
look
love
pretty cool.
Palkia. The Eldritch horror,
Oh,
the
yeah.
"Be not afraid, my child" shit. Like that is the best.
They
just
both
a
look
horse.
like that. That's what's awesome about it. They both look like just abominations and like terrifying.
I think
love
Palkia
it.
looks like a cooler abomination.
What Palkia does?
Yeah, I prefer Palkia's abomination.
Yeah,
I think both of them are valid abominations.
And here's
personally.
why. Palkia looks like some like Old Testament religious shit where it's like, you know, oh, and they sent the angel to tell this man about this thing, and then you think about what angels were described to look like, and you're like, oh my god, I would like run.
Yeah. Be not afraid, sir. This is the most terrifying moment of my life.
Very.
Be not afraid, I refuse, then to sin.
I am scared, and you cannot stop me because Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
That would be the reasoning to stop you.
I guess, yeah.
It's what do y'all think about like the direction that the series is going?
I hope it keeps going this direction.
Same here.
Do you though?
Yeah,
I don't.
that's the whole that's the whole thing. So this is the VGC player worry. Gameplay wise, as a single player experience playing a video game, this is like perfect. It's got the perfect blend of the let's go easy peasy catching style with the actual like normal Pokemon game battling and catching and whatnot. It's got the cool stealth mechanics. It's got the resource management, it's got the nice exploration. It feels like an adventure this time around rather than just going on a straight line to the next city over and over again. Like, this is the perfect Pokemon game. If this continues, what the fuck happens to VGC?
Well, that's why I think we need two separate games.
Yeah,
I think that we
that
need
is what I'm
Pokemon
gonna say.
Stadium 3.
Yeah, I think if we do a
Stadium would
split,
be awesome. Competitive moving to a stadium type game would be really fun.
Like
Oh.
listen, here's the reason Pokemon games aren't fulfilling single player games most of the time. It's because they have to balance it for multiplayer. And in this game, you can have completely unbalanced mechanics that make for hard boss fights.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if we were to separate the two, all of a sudden that's a non-issue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they need to make a Pokemon game for multiplayer and a Pokemon game for single player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I
I
think-
agree.
I think splitting off the mainline for the multiplayer series and then splitting off to like the Legends games for like the single player experience is like the way to go.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
not like they can't manage it. They're managing like 5 different titles right now.
You want to
as
know
is.
why? Because
fair,
they
yeah.
stopped pretending to be a small indie company with a team of 20 working on a game within a year. They outsourced to Ilka. They outsourced to Monolith Soft for this game. The fact that Pokemon is finally catching up and realizing if we want to make good games, we should probably ask for help from other people. It's going so well, and I love that, and I really hope that it keeps like the success of them doing that shows and that they keep doing this, because that means that we'll still get our Pokemon game a year, adrenaline rush, but the games will be good. That's what I
Yeah.
really hope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying.
Basically, and here's the reason I really like the idea of Pokemon Stadium. I made a whole fucking tweet about it. Like I'm gonna try to work on a video about it with like Uzi Gunner, because he hit me up. He's like, hey, I wanted to make a video about this. And I'm like,
That's
oh, okay,
sick.
yeah.
Cool. Shout out Uzi.
So, what I want to do is I want them to have it be sort of like Pokemon Unite, how it gets updated. It's like a live service and it's free.
Mhm.
But there are cosmetics. Have the cosmetics be tied to the trainer and maybe to a few Pokemon if they don't affect battle. Obviously, don't make it pay to win, because
Yeah.
that'd be absurd.
Please no.
But it's hard to make Pokemon pay to win when it's VGC.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what I want them to do is just consistently update the game, so that way it adds the new generations of Pokemon in major updates.
hmm
And that's just how they do it from now on. Like, they have 2 separate games. You have the Pokemon story games that introduce all the new Pokemon, and then the competitive Pokemon game where you battle in the traditional form, basically just Pokemon Showdown, and you have to transfer in your Pokemon that you catch in the other games to be able to use them. So that way that's still a factor,
I
but you
see.
can like set EVs and IVs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it connected to just like Pokemon Home.
Yeah.
like, and you can
know
just
what I
like
mean?
grab
And
from there.
just to like grab from every game. No.
The only thing is, I don't want Pokemon Home to be a requirement.
Yeah. It is a bit of a pain to have.
I think that they should
subscription.
connect it to Pokemon Home, technically. Like, hey, if you're already paying for Pokemon Home, you get this too.
I think the
Yeah,
issue
yeah.
with Pokemon Home is it doesn't update frequently enough. Like, we'll get a new game, and then like we'll have to wait like 5 months for the for the update to come out. They need to.
Yeah, like,
I think that if we have like a service where it comes out instantly, like it comes out with the game, it just like becomes instantly better. And
yeah, and like, I think a reason BDSP had very little staying power in the end, even though it was a fun game to play through, it had very little staying power because there was no competitive ladder, very little reason to play multiplayer, despite the fact that it existed.
Yeah.
And beyond that, there's still no home compatibility as the time they were recording this. So it's like I can't even transfer in like my old Pokemon.
yeah, it's like nowhere to do that stuff. It's
So now I'm like torn on my views of like what I want the franchise to do going forward then, because like you're right, a stadium type concept like that is just like, fuck, that'd be awesome.
It would be so
just
cool.
because the community is divided into competitive and like casual player base. Why not just divide the game into competitive game and casual game? Like,
I mean,
that makes sense.
The cons of that is that you then start separating the two the two like groups, which would kind of suck. But honestly, most hardcore Pokemon fans buy whatever game comes out anyway. Like even the spin-offs. I'm thinking. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I just popped into my head that they could do a stadium game with the main story being like this.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You just
right?
you walk around, you throw your Pokemon out manually like that by clicking the buttons. I mean, maybe you just go through a menu, but like, I think it would be really funny to have online battles and you could just like spin around your opponent. I think that would be funny. But like, I don't see any reason to make the main story, have its mechanics and have its stuff, and then the online thing have its restrictions as well. Like, for example, in the main story of a Pokemon game, you can use whatever Mega Evolutions, whatever Legendaries you trade in, Dynamax, whatever.
Yeah, and
in
like
certain
item restrictions don't exist.
Huh?
And like item restrictions aren't.
There's no
like
item restrictions. Yeah. When you go into the competitive format, there are things that are removed to make it balanced, right? So the thing of agile style, strong style, and a lot of the enemy Pokemon being really strong because it's supposed to be a challenge for a single player experience. Things that affect that can kind of just be pushed to the side for sake of, well, it's a competitive game now. This is for balance because you're not fighting an AI anymore. You're fighting another person. It needs to be fair. The dream Pokemon game is gameplay like this with an online battle system like straight normal Pokemon. Maybe you could run around and throw your Pokemon out, on your own. I think that would be pretty neat. Just don't. Agile and strong style in VGC would be so fucking complicated. And imagine how good.
That's a whole different can of worms. I don't know what the hell Gen 9's gonna offer us.
Murkiri mentioned the other night that Frostbite is good and should be put into the main games. Drowsy should not replace Sleep because imagine
Sleep
how busted
fine.
Rest would be.
Yeah, rest like is just like self-confusion, but you heal.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna have to catch me up on statuses then, because I've not checked any of that out at all. I know Frostbite is just making the ice type based and removing freeze because that's the most broken shit ever.
There's no freeze. It's a special burn.
Yeah, so
special, but that should have been what freeze was 9 generations ago. So
yeah, and Drowsy is like more paralysis than anything, I guess.
It slows you. I wouldn't be surprised. I think any status like slows you down or like makes you attack slower, besides maybe poison.
It's just like another status that like you have a chance to not do a move this turn.
Yeah.
Drowsy feels like uncreative, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think Sleep is. I think we should keep Sleep. It's just that.
Yeah.
Bring Frostbite over. Sure, I'll miss getting a freeze with my tri-attack Porygon Z, or getting the clutch Ice Beam freeze on my P2 with my P2. But
shout out to the one guy that's out there that's like, well, technically Drowsy is a status already. It's Yawn. I like Yawn too, bro. I get it. I mean, you can kind of just replace all the freezing moves that can freeze right now with Frostbite. Though,
Yeah,
right?
just
it
like
still
up the
thematically makes sense.
And they
like
should-
to a 30%.
But yeah, buff the chance to get Frostbite.
Mhm.
Unlike
yeah,
Ice Beam.
and even if you don't want to buff Ice Beam, because like it's the counterpart to Thunderbolt flamethrower that have never changed outside of base power, like the effective chance of like something happening. You can make Ice type Scald. I don't think that would be very broken
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
with Frostbite over whatchamacallit is the effect.
or Freeze Strike
Or-
gets
or-
buffed to 30%.
Or you actually go the Scald route and you don't even put the burning status on the fire move. You put it on the water move. What would that be? It'd be like
Ooh, based?
fire type move with the chance to do Frostbite. I don't fucking know. That'd be crazy.
That would be kind of neat. Like, you know how Freeze Dry has a chance to freeze? You just do that. Like,
Yeah.
with a chance to burn. That'd be silly.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know. There's a lot of good mechanics in this game, and I feel like if you keep the single player experience the way it is, and then like this game, you just take out strong and agile style, and you know the weird move priority thing. Like if you use your priority move, you get like you just take out the weird move priority stuff. It's a normal Pokemon battling game. Besides, you know, all the moves missing and whatnot. Also, the IVs
And
are
abilities.
weird, and the EVs are weird. I don't really know how they
Abilities
work.
too.
Yeah, no abilities.
Dude, I had someone
But you
on
know what I
Twitter
mean.
tell me that they should remove EVs, or they should remove EVs and IVs, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Please
Those
no.
two are like, I don't care if you don't use them in the main series game, like when you're playing through casually. This stuff's important for the depth of the game.
yeah, yeah.
It needs I think it definitely needs a rework. I don't think it should be removed though, because that shit does not make sense to anybody at first glance.
I think
Yeah.
EVs are fine as they are.
Same.
It's literally just like learn what EVs do. It's like not hard at all. Like a lot of the stuff that casual players like complain about, I feel like are very learnable things.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
learnable, but it
Basic
does it
math.
Need to be? It could be very, very basic. Because
Yeah.
all that, if you think about, like, you're right, it is a basic concept, right?
Mhm.
Number go up, stack go up.
Yeah.
But like, but why is it not reflected in that? Why is it okay? Number go up, stack go up. Need to kill 4 of same Pokemon
Yeah.
to get number to go up a certain amount, and then once it hits a certain threshold and my nature's correct, then it goes up a little bit more. And then,
Yeah.
oh, but if my IVs aren't correct, which means I gotta come out of an egg first, and the parents need to be blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
Jesus, fuck, what? Just make it a slider.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, no,
I
that's-
will
that's
agree.
why I
It is a
want Pokemon
lot
Stadium.
more. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated because you never need it in the normal gameplay. You never need it. But for the competitive, it is
so-
necessary, and that is such a strange gap to have.
I have heard in the past that it's like randomized and like kind of like it's tailored in a way to where each time you would play through a game that it's supposed to deliver like a newer type of
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, 'cause-
it is so convoluted and random, and you're not going to get the exact same EV stat point spread out.
Yeah,
throughout
exactly.
each
It's gonna be
playthrough of your
different.
game. But that almost feels like not the issue with it being a fresh experience each time you play the game, you know?
Yeah, because
Like,
you can. You just
that's-
use a different Pokemon team. That's really all you need
Well,
to do
you-
to make it fresh.
or even just like
Pick a different starter.
I think what spawns where is honestly.
Oh,
like,
yeah, true. The fact that things like rifts and outbreaks and stuff aren't post-game in this game are something that I really love, because you can get all these rare, cool Pokemon that would normally only be post-game for Pokedex completion's sake. Now you
Yeah, I
can
just got a
actually
Porygon
use
too.
them. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
found a Porygon the other day, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. If I want, I can use a Porygon in my playthrough now. Like, that's so cool. That's normally
And it's
something you'd have
rare.
to, like,
And
wait
here's
for
the thing, since it is
trade
rare, you're not gonna find that in every single one of your playthroughs if you do multiple playthroughs, you know? So like
Exactly.
I feel like that's more of the issue, and since that's now been addressed, the EV system is a little archaic at this point, you know, where it's like, oh, but fresh playthrough. No, bitch, you already have that. Just fucking
Yeah,
like,
from a
take the slider, please.
From a single player standpoint, EVs and IVs are not needed at all. From a competitive standpoint, please do not get rid of them. They are one of the
Yeah, and
coolest
there's-
mechanics
and
in Pokemon ever, in my opinion.
And there's a really happy medium there. It's
Yeah.
just make more fucking sense out the box.
Yeah, you have an in-game tutorial. You want to know how you have an in-game tutorial? Make a game centered around competitive Pokemon. They were kind of doing that with Sword and Shield, and it stuck, and got a lot of people into it, which was really great. But it's still just, like, say EVs, say IVs, say X number. Like, just tell me what it is, and
When
then I'll get it.
When did EVs and IVs like come from?
It's a community name.
It's a
Is it a
community
community
thing,
name?
right?
Yeah, that's not said anywhere. Effort values and individual values are just not spoken about in the games at all.
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, to be fair,
it's a fan name.
yeah, the community came up with what a shiny Pokemon is.
Yeah, they folded with that. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it wasn't until Gen 5, I believe, was the first time that they called a different colored Pokemon shiny in, like, the actual game. They called it a shiny Pokemon. Which I think is, like, that's cool that they, like, recognized a fan-made thing, but then do it with EVs and IVs. You recognize that there's a competitive audience. That's why you made making competitive Pokemon so easy in Sword and Shield. That's why you encouraged the Sword and Shield competitive community. Say it! Just say the words! Why are you scared of it? It feels like Smash Bros. That's, like... I remember watching a direct for Smash, and Sakurai was, like, talking about frame data, and people were surprised, and that's, like, a normal thing to talk about in fighting games. They just never mention it.
He literally makes a joke about it. He goes, oops, I'm not supposed to say that word.
Yeah, exactly! I don't know what's with Nintendo and not wanting to just, like, we know what it is, please say what it is. You're not scaring the casual audience.
This is what makes the game hype. This is what your fan base talks about regularly.
Please explain it.
This is
Unless
what-
you're the Pokemon
fact
community, in which case
the
the
fact that,
casuals
like-
hate us for some reason.
Yeah.
The fact that the games, like, treat the casuals like ultra super mega babies, or it's like, well, which, granted, that's what the target audience
Yeah,
is, makes sense.
the target audience is
But-
still babies.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that, like, understanding literally how a slider works
Yeah.
it would hinder their gameplay experience in any
Yeah,
way,
like
you know?
Marcus
If anything, that enhances it. It's like, oh, now this game that you've been playing, or this game that you know about, has, like, an extra layer of depth that you can understand.
Yeah.
Trying to explain EVs and IVs to my little fucking 5-year-olds is like, I'm sorry, they're just not gonna get
Yeah,
it.
they just don't.
Oh, actually, that's sick. Actually, now because you could like keep the EVs the same way, like keep the investments and everything, like the 252 and everything, the same. But you could instead have it be like fucking Skyrim or something, where it's like when you level up,
Skill points,
you earn the skill point, so you level up. But when you do a battle, you
like
earn skill
every
points.
other JR fucking PG, yeah.
Yeah, so you get like the skill point when you like complete a battle, and then you are able to like invest it wherever. Instead of
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them
Like
I'm
how
going to
they
give them
have the
a
moves.
shitload of credit. Yeah, thank you. You're gonna say exactly what I was
I'm
gonna say.
sorry.
I'm gonna give them so much credit because they're moving in that direction.
Mhm.
Being able to change your loadout of moves on the fly from like having a how do you say, like a stockpile of moves that, like, oh, this Pokemon has learned, let's say 12 moves at this point. You
Switch
get
'em out
4
whenever.
and then you pick your loadout. You can switch them out. Yeah, that's
And it
so
and
good. That
It
is
gives
so
a canonical reason as to why the hell Pokemon can't know more than 4 moves. It's that they do know them.
Yeah.
They're just not choosing to use them.
Yeah. It's just game good.
overwhelmed with
Smile.
too many skills, you know? Like, it's so easy to justify that.
well, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, they do that in the anime. Fucking Pikachu out here using Volt Tackle, Iron Tail, Electro Web,
like
Crash, fucking
Electro
Quick Attack,
Thunderbolt.
Electro Ball, Thunder Cage. Fuck, I don't know. This guy know everything.
That's a Regieleki exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thunder
Yo,
Cage.
listen. We call a lot of shit on this podcast. I can see an anime episode of Pikachu using Thunder Cage.
I would lose my shit. That'd be so funny.
Dude, he used Thunder Armor.
Thunder
okay.
Armor? Excuse me?
Oh, is that when he went fucking gold in like Hoenn?
Yeah.
Golden Swallow.
Yeah.
He was riding the Swellow and gave the Swellow Thunder Armor.
What the fuck?
Okay, you make fun of that? I was hype as hell.
It was literal plot armor. Like it was plot
Yes.
armor.
That is quite silly.
Yes. But you can't deny that. That's
It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh, where the way that you get good at Yu-Gi-Oh is cheating at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Based. Honestly.
I can't lie. That is the reason why nobody knows how to fucking play the TCG.
Because the anime just like tells you to cheat.
I'm going
Charizard
to
card has.
I'm gonna play 2
like-
cards, 3 cards when I'm really supposed to be able to play 1 card.
My Charizard card has Flaming Blast. Oh my god, that sounds so strong. I'm gonna use Flaming Blast. No reading.
Yep. That's
No concept of how to play the game.
Yep, that's how Playground Pokemon works. And honestly, it was fun. It was pretty silly.
And like I think to that point still, even in the games that's a thing, right? With what we've been talking about, EVs, IVs,
Yeah.
you know, where it's like you don't got to be some sweaty nerd to understand that bar go up, stack go up.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like
But all you gotta do is explain it to people. Like, once you realize how simple it is, it doesn't seem that scary. And I think for a lot of competitive games, people are turned off, at least like I am. Fighting games, for example.
Oh, for
I am
sure.
scared
For
of them
sure.
because I don't understand what all these terms mean, and no one explains them to me. Because they've known them
Talk to
forever.
them.
It's like their second vocabulary, and they get it. I don't. So if the game tells me what it actually means instead of using fancy words and, the different colored Pokemon, these special stats, like, just tell me what it is so I can understand what number is changing here. And then I'll get it, and then I'll have fun with it, because I'm like, okay, this isn't scary and strange. I understand it.
When the Skrunkly Bimbo from Fighting Game X7
Skrunkly
1000
Bimbo.
hits you with the 2 3 6 5 4 1 7 8 6 quarter circle back forward flip kick across the map tomahawk XZ YY 360 fucking like shut up. Just say he hit me with the move. The moves have names for a fucking reason, like
Not abbreviating them is way funnier.
Okay, but like having to say move names is fucked up. You ever play fucking Anji from Guilty Gear? That guy got a butterfly called Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu.
Fujin. I mean, Fujin is pretty easy, but like some of these series are fucking.
I like when fighting games have uniform inputs for certain characters. So, like in Smash, I appreciate that we can 100%. Say forward tilt, down tilt, because that's the name of the move.
Yeah,
like you can call it Darkest Lariat, or you could just say Neutral B.
Yeah. Incineroar's Neutral B.
Because there's uniform inputs for a lot of the moves. Unless you're a Shoto, then But
there's merit to difference in that too, right? We're like, oh, I play a big, heavy, like size of the whole screen type character guy, so my I guess quarter circle forward, I don't fucking know, isn't a Hadouken like your Ryu type character. It's like a big ass clap or some shit, like I get it for character differences, it's cool, but like at the same time you are alienating a good chunk of people.
I mean, and some people want that, because sometimes they're like, oh, gatekeep is good because other people are annoying. I'm like, cool. You're being rude about it a little bit.
Speaking of fighting games, I went to a Smash tournament, or I've been going to Smash tournaments for the first time since like 2019.
Oh, nice.
And I have the ultimate duo of characters because no one knows how to fucking play against them, like one after the other. So I always open up with Duck Hunt, right? And then if I take game 1, I immediately switch to Incineroar.
Oh my god.
Because they have to make a mental note in their head, like, oh, do I want to be far away now? Do I, like, what do I, before I wanted to get close, now I want to go far.
Yeah.
Wait, do you mean like recently you've been going to Smash Tours?
Yeah, like the past 2 weeks.
Oh,
actually,
shit,
3
where?
weeks. So the past 3 weeks
Wait,
I've been
where?
doing that. There's tournaments over down here at my college. There's weeklies, and then there's like another neighboring college nearby that does weeklies the day after.
Oh, neat.
Oh fuck.
I don't want to dox myself. I'm pretty sure most people know where I go to college, but like anything to prevent people from showing up at my front door.
Yeah, that's fair.
The other day, someone found an article that was written about me for my research and posted it in my Twitch chat, and I just mentally went, "Don't do that."
Oh, that's weird. That's a little strange.
Ooh.
I wasn't like weirded out, but I was like, "Please don't share that."
Yeah.
I don't care how positive it is about me. Don't share stuff about my like academic life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's strange.
No, where he discovered the Skrunkle Bunkle. I don't know why I said that. I felt like I need to say something. And his research discovered the Skrunkle Bunkle from the other dimension.
Let's fucking go.
I don't know, man.
Physics research discovering the Skrunkle Bunkle.
I can tell you, there's only 2
Skrunkles for you,
Skrunkles.
bro.
There's only 2 Skrunkles.
Who are they?
There's Skrunkle Spin Up and Skrunkle Spin Down.
What?
Sounds like
On the topic of it, because I suppose we're just talking about school and we're school pilled again because semester.
Wah.
I'm in my last one.
Let's go.
I was about to ask that. Like, yo, you got anything like cool planned for like senior stuff? Like, do they do anything?
I'm Mexican, so everything's Señor Stuff.
Senior.
What about your senior? What? Tell me about your senior stuff.
Robert Downey Jr. Yo soy stuff.
Oh my
Bruh.
god. Yo,
Bruh.
so shut up.
Thanks. I'm glad she said it.
I don't know what's going on.
But like, for example, right, like my school for my senior exhibition does like, I get to do art and have it up on like a whole hallway and have people like come check it out.
Yeah, I remember you
Do
were
anything
doing
like
stuff
that?
for that.
Do they like show off your thesis or something?
I have a couple of papers and posters that are going to be hanging up in the hallway. I think one of them already is from last year's
sick.
colloquium that I presented at.
Hmm.
But this year I'm doing another one, and that is going to be in the hallway, I suppose. But as a physics major, you don't really get to impress people like other majors get to. Like, oh yes, I have a fancy business degree. As a physics major, you get to help people out with their calculus homework because they didn't expect you to be good at math.
No.
Okay.
That's your reward.
I was just asking this in another place earlier that was like, what do people that major in math do? Or they just called up and they'd be like, yo, we need a math guy. Are you a math guy? Cool.
One of my closest friends graduated last year, and he's and he's currently a math teacher, and he'll always talk to his students about, because basically his students are like, when am I ever going to use this, right? And he'll say, some of you might need to use this, some of you won't. I have a physicist friend, and he has to use it every day, and I feel sorry for him. So I'm his in-school example.
Okay.
Damn.
You're the weirdo that carries 20 watermelons in the math problems. I knew it.
Actually, I bought a watermelon yesterday. I bought a watermelon, stabbed it with a knife, and filled it with a vodka bottle, and now it's sitting there diffusing.
What?
God.
That story took a turn.
It's like the Hunch Punch guy.
Yeah, no, I'm having a party tonight.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like, we,
I see.
yeah,
I
so,
mean, I guess
so
that
we
makes
prepared
sense.
a watermelon, as you do.
You prepared a watermelon,
Nice.
as is customary.
As is customary for parties.
Dude, I made Jello shots last night, and it was probably like, oh my god. So the way that you make Jello is you have to boil water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you boil the water, and then you add in the Jello mixture, and then you have to add in cold water. But with Jello shots, you add in your chilled liquor. And I decided to make tequila Jello shots because I love tequila.
Okay.
And I poured tequila into this boiling water and Jello mixture, and it smelled like chlorine. And I said hot tequila does not bang. I repeat, hot tequila does not bang.
You're also burning off the alcohol. Like, what the
Yeah.
Well, no, it was cooled by then, but it was still
Okay,
warm. It was warm enough where you could smell it because it wasn't on the boiler. It was in a bowl that we were mixing it in.
Ugh.
Zam.
But hot tequila does not
temperatures
bang.
liquids at temperatures they should not be.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
don't.
idea.
I'm not a
Hot
warm
Pepto,
liquid enjoyer.
hot Pepto.
Oh, hot Pepto.
Don't say that to me. Why would
Oh,
you say
I
that
Let
to
it
me?
run down my
I like
throat.
empathize the taste. It's so
No.
gross.
I want to get a T-shirt that's pink and white and just has the letters in bold.
Pepto.
Hot Pepto. Let it roll down my throat.
I've never had Pepto-Bismol. What the fuck? What does it taste
It doesn't
like?
taste that bad. It doesn't. It's a necessary evil. It's like,
Arguably tastes good if you're
yeah,
a freak like me, but
it's a
like-
chalky bubblegum flavor.
Yeah, it's just.
Chalky bubblegum.
It's just pink.
Which is funny enough my
Cool.
prison name.
Damn, I thought. What was your prison
Okay.
name last week?
Mitochondria, because I was the powerhouse of that cell.
Yeah. Bars.
Bars.
Yo, I wasn't here for that. I'm glad I'm here for that now.
I don't remember that
That's
shit, so I'm
funny.
experiencing that for the second time.
Well, yeah,
I have multiple good stripper names in mind if I ever go that route.
Base.
One of them is Assquake. Oh no, it was asphalt because I make the parking lot shake. That's what it was. But
Oh, I
ass
had a-
would be in all caps.
I had one to like memorize of one of those for like the longest time, but it's been so long that I forgot about it.
Oh no,
Feels bad, man.
I'll take the easier route and just say Magic Michael. Fuck it.
Magic
Magic
Michael,
Michael.
let's fucking go.
No, it isn't. It isn't Magic Mike. It's a Magical Michael because you add it to the end of both.
Magical Michael.
Magical Michael, the twink version of Magic Mike.
That's the most base thing and the most cursed thing I've heard about me all day.
Magical Michael.
I had to name myself that to avoid copyright.
That's gotta be like your D&D character, and he's also like an elf.
He's like a wizard,
I'll
dude.
I'll show you a magic missile. All right. Get me out of here.
That's so fucking funny.
It is like the fucking
Holy shit.
Volo showing you back shots.
Dude, okay.
No,
So
no.
I had
Volo showing me back shots.
Yeah.
I have a friend who I do not talk to often, but they are also like interested in Pokemon. We're just like mutually like, yeah, Pokemon's cool. So they got this game and they're messaging me the day of and they're talking about it. And he like sends a picture of Volo and says, "Oh my god, they put a cute boy in this game." I said, "Yeah, they did." And then and then he sends me a video of the tutorial happening. He's like, "Of course, the hot guy teaches you about back shots." And I just fucking died because he does. I said the other day to Murkiri, they made Cynthia a boy, and now I understand. I was too straight to realize before. But yeah, I get it.
Kind of awesome.
Massive handshake.
Kind of awesome.
Kind of.
I'm trying. I want to buy this game for my girlfriend, but I don't because Volo might steal her.
Me when I have a parasocial relationship with Volo from Pokemon.
Shout out to the character design of this game. I'm a big fan.
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
it's great. Like spotting, like, oh, I know who that's supposed to be. You know.
Yeah, that plus even just some of the newer characters.
Oh, yeah.
Arezu, my beloved.
Adaman, my beloved. Holy
Adaman
fuck.
is so fucking. I love both Adaman and I cannot remember the girl's name. I feel bad.
Arezu is
Irida.
Arezu.
is
Mars.
Mars, yeah. The redhead
Ah.
girl.
Yeah.
And I think that's because in Japanese her name's technically pronounced Marizu, so it's like an anagram.
Ah.
Yeah, it's very
get it.
awesome.
You're talking about Irida, Ash, is who you're thinking.
Irida.
About.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the blonde girl. I love both of the clan leader designs. They're really cool to me.
Because
Every day I play this game, I walk up to Cyllene, show her my 2 points that I earned on my trainer card, so that way I don't rank up. And she's like, "Why do you keep showing me this? Come back when you're about to rank up." And I go, "Okay." And then I leave, catch 2 Pokemon, come back, and she's like, "Can you get out of my office?" And I'm like, "You're pretty."
Dude,
Marcos, Jesus God.
you are literally mommy.
Marcus.
Sorry, mommy. Sorry, mommy.
Marcus
Sorry,
down
mommy.
bad for fucking girl
I
Cyrus. What the
I found him
fuck?
the one Cyllene fan.
No,
Listen. Here's my deal. I'm not a Gen 4 fan. I think Cyrus is one of the worst written villains in the entire series. But I love Cyllene.
She's very silly. I like her.
I mean, shit, go for it, bro.
Bro, she fucking tells you to if you can't pass the test, you fucking die.
Die.
And I just go, okay. No, it's like in SpongeBob where it's like when not Larry, what's his name? Who was the cucumber?
Kevin?
Kevin. When Kevin's like, "What are you gonna do? Punch yourself in the face?" And he just goes, "Do you want me to, Kevin?"
You are.
That's me for Cyllene.
I'm learning a lot about Marcos today.
You just like. I can just like totally picture you just like twirling your hair like, "Hi, Cyllene."
Hi, Cyllene.
I mean, that's all of us with Volo, so you're based.
I brought you a hammer in case you want to do anything with it.
Cyllene, do you like my new Lorantis shorts?
I don't think you gotta be worried about your girlfriend hanging out with
I think your
Volo.
girlfriend's gotta
Your
worry about
girlfriend's
Cyllene.
Yeah, your girlfriend's gonna be worried about you with Cyllene, bro.
Cyllene is just such a bad name too, though. Cyrus. What do we name him? Cyllene?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't get over her lack of eyebrows.
does Cyrus have eyebrows though? Doesn't he not?
I think so.
They're very thin.
Okay.
Cyllene paints hers on.
Well, no, she doesn't.
After no,
I know a lot
after-
about Cyllene.
After generations and generations of eyebrow growth, Cyrus finally has pencil thin eyebrows.
It's
Oh, the other
taken that
day I
long.
found out. A fun fact. Apparently, eyelashes do not grow back.
Oh,
No, they don't.
huh.
But you
That's
did
that's
know
why the
that?
face. That's why the face cam hasn't been on recently.
You good over there? I was gonna
No, I'm
say.
joking. Apparently, one of my buddies apparently has a friend who, or my roommate had a friend in high school who shaved off his eyelashes as like a gag.
Oh, no.
And then found out very quickly they do not grow back.
Oh no.
What kind of gag? Like, what are you paying at for that? I don't even.
I don't know, man. Apparently, it was in high school.
Oh yeah, that makes
I
sense.
think the stupidest thing I've ever done like that was like back when I did stream. It was like if I fail the Nuzlocke today, I'll drink a whole bottle of soy sauce, which is just instant death. By the way, don't ever.
Yeah,
do
I've
that.
seen Chubby Emu.
But
Wait,
like
what?
it was a premeditated thing because I was like, okay, I have it 100% win condition. There's no shot I fuck this up.
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, I can clickbait the fuck out of this and do some really stupid shit. To my detriment though, because the whole chat was like, please don't do that, you'll fucking die. And I was like, okay, bit failed.
Aw, dang. You have
We'll get 'em next
your
time.
friends are too nice.
For real, but stuff like that that's like, hey guys, today I'm gonna burn my eyelashes off for content. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Ludwig.
What are you, like, what?
Ludwig.
Ludwig. Okay, but his is like dyeing my hair blue to look stupid. Looking stupid's fine.
Yeah. You want to know who
Yeah.
else looks kind of silly stupid? No offense, of
Who's
course.
You know who else doesn't have eyelashes?
You know who else doesn't have eyelashes?
Yeah, I like that one more.
Stakataka. He's got so many eyes, no
True.
eyelashes. Poor guy. He must have shaved them off for a bit too.
Stakataka would never look stupid.
True.
Kind of like our Patreon.
Wait, Ken, I know you're listening to this. Ken, can you Photoshop or possibly draw Stakataka, but each one of the blocks that has an eye also has very, very long eyelashes?
like eyelash
Like, very
extensions.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
just make him beautiful.
I'll Photoshop on the like glam.
Can we yossify
really long pink
Stakataka?
fingernails? Yeah, yesify some pink.
Anyways, time to. Speaking of Stakatakas, let's
Let's our
can I read the
patrons.
Stacatakas this time?
You can.
Can you send me a screenshot? I've never done it. Okay,
I put it
okay.
in
All
icons.
right. So I'd like to thank our supporters in the Patreon, especially our shiny Stakataka supporters, Plumber, Professor Germs, Crazy Carlton, and Cyllene.
Jeff Bezos.
He's like putting his
Jeff
fingers
Bezos.
together.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you.
Anyways, thank you all.
Jeff
And
Bezos himself subs to our Patreon.
We'll see you all. We'll see you all in the next Route 1 podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us your thoughts about
Bye.
Legends Arceus in the comments.
Oh, for sure. I forgot to say that at the beginning.
Yeah,
But
like I want to know
please,
how y'all are
please
liking
do.
the game. I've gotten a lot of, like people who are loving it, people who are not so loving it. So if you like it, tell us why. If you don't like it, I'm also curious.
And I will reply with, I personally did not ask every time they give us a comment.
Okay.
I will
well,
reply with, I did ask because I care about your thoughts and feelings.
and I will reply with "Shut up, Marcos." So I got you guys.
I'm just ready to see the comments of this video and just like a constant just like a line of Marker saying didn't ask and Atrix replying like I did or something.
Smile.
Oh all right. See you later, gamers.
Goodbye.